Hello, Lego fans, and fans of my channel. It's Jumbo Cat once again, and I have, by far, not just one up, but the largest Lego MOC I have ever made. And this video is to commemorate 3 reasons, and I will get to that in a minute. But I need to give you a full view of the entire MOC. Sorry if you can see other parts of my studio in the little crevices, but it's just absolutely massive. And this video is, like I said a little bit ago, is to commemorate 3 things. 1, my channel has been around for 1 year, and I honestly have to thank all of you for giving me such a great and prosperous year. The second reason, I have just reached 30 subscribers. It's not a lot, and it's a little worth celebrating, but for a channel who doesn't get a lot of traffic as I deserve, it's something worth celebrating. And the third reason is a YouTuber who is a friend of mine, by the name of Lego Man Joe. He saw my latest video, the animated trailer, and he is actually going to help advertise that on his channel, because just like him, he wants to help me get it as popular as it can. And I cannot thank him enough. So let's get into further detail about the MOC. So if you haven't taken notice from the indigenous flora, the large beach, and the Imperial garrison, we are on Scarif, battleground of the first major battle of the Galactic Civil War. And a little footnote, my very first video was a teeny little Scarif MOC, and my MOC was literally, let me see if I can try to find one really this big. Twice this. My first MOC was twice the size of this. And in a way, this monstrosity is symbolic, because it's shown how much I've evolved and how much I've developed from a small-time builder to quite a large one. And now I will show you by far my favorite part of the MOC. So this is the landing pad, and this isn't any very important one. It's just one of many that would probably be on Scarif, just being patrolled by a bunch of Imperial gunners and patrolmen and officers. And please excuse the meowing in the background. That's my cat. For my original idea, I wanted to make like a small little opening ground, like the one where we see in the actual battle, so that way, because I have these teeny little finger LED lights that you can kind of strap onto your fingers, and a couple years ago I used these to make lighting inside of a building, and it was really cool. And I wanted to do that, but I just didn't have the resources, and since it took me quite a bit of time this week deciding what to do and how to do it. But I made this, and I'm extremely pleased of it. Around the landing pad we have quite a bit of crates, some containing explosives, some containing weapons, some supplies. We have my Imperial shuttle Tidarium, which is a great addition to my collection. and a bunch of Imperial figures just walking around. So now I will show you the beachfront. So the most populous part of the entire MOC is the entire beachfront. If it's lacking in detail in some areas, I apologize because it took a lot of my tan plates to construct all of this. In fact, this is I believe 12 by 32 base plate. And base plates work to help build up terrain. I wasn't planning on using this, but I was getting so low on plates and bricks that I ended up using this, and it works fairly well. There were a few stormtrooper patrols all around it, and by far my most favorite part of the entire MOC is this little beachside bar. Well, cantina technically, and it's run by a crab, and the reason why is because when you think of a beach, what's one of the most painful memories you can think of? A crab. So he has a little cantina with goblets, a few bottles, little refreshments, and so forth. And he is quite popular, as you can see. Unfortunately, that's about it. Since the main thingy is the landing pad, and the cantina was like a fun thing because one of the favorite things that I like to put in my MOCs when I started making like large scale ones was this crab, but he had painting supplies. Unfortunately I lost my crab, and then I found him, but I couldn't find the all of the pieces to make him the painting crab. And then I thought, hey, what's a nice little thingy that I could put in here? And then I decided to put a teeny little cantina, and by far my favorite detail is this kind of palm tree sun protection. Using what is naturally provided in order to give maximum comfort. So that about wraps it up. If you are watching this, thank you all so much for watching. In one of these, in any part of the screen, I am going to try to put a link to Lego Man Joe's channel, as well as my animated trailer if you haven't seen it. And I highly suggest watching it, and if you do watch it, please try to share it. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and like this video. For my die-hard subscribers, I cannot thank you enough for giving me such a fun and incredible year to experiment and grow my building techniques throughout the YouTube community. And another special thanks to Lego Man Joe for his awesome help in helping me get from a fairly small channel to only a fairly larger one. So I thank you all for watching. I am Jumbo Cat, and I'll see you all later with more great content. See ya.